present the of Professor Gouranga Charan Nayak is the former Vice Chancellor of Sri Jagannath
आपको देते
Sanskrit
आने दो
University,
जोड़े
Puri.
दे दे
He was the former professor and head PG Department of Philosophy, Utkal University, Banibihar, Odisha. He is an eminent orator, writer, and columnist of the state and across the country. Professor Naik has many contribution to the philosophy world. He has published a lot of books towards the cause of philosophy. They are very benefited for the students and teachers of philosophy, and he has won many medals and awards, lifetime achievement award for his contribution to philosophy, research, and his, he was associated with ICPR, and many philosophical forums. I don't want to reflect all his achievements, and throughout his career, he was he obtained first class first in BA, MA, and he obtained his PhD degree from University of Bristol, England in 1965. So, though he is the guru of our gurus, I bow down again at his feet uh, to to be with us in this evening. And this evening, I again bow down before all my senior teachers of philosophy. Today, Sri Pramod Kumar Das, the convener of philosophy family, is with us. He will present his brief synopsis on the talk of Professor Naik at the end of the talk, and Professor Dr. K. Omnaran Rao is also with me to interact the question answer session. I welcome all the organizers of philosophy family, and I also offer my gratitude to all the teachers to be with us, to cooperate us in this webinar. Again, I bow down my head before Professor G.C. Nayak to be with us in this webinar. I welcome Professor G.C. Nayak to present his address. Sir, pranam. Sir, pranam, sir. Sir, pranam, sir.
Respected friends, Professor Kailas Maharana and Professor Pramod Das and all others of the philosophy family who are present here, including Professor Bosam Das, Professor Pari, Niranjan Pari, and all others whom I see, some of whom I see, some of whom I am unable to see. Now, this is an opportunity which is given to me, arranged by all of you, which was not known earlier, and Professor Bosam Das introduced me to this new type of communication. But the topic that has been taken for discussion, is a very old topic. There is nothing new about it. Because whenever we talk about the height of perfection in human life, both about bhakti and jnana. And sometimes some people are prone to emphasize bhakti, some are prone to emphasize jnana. This is true, but that this is true of our main shastras like Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, I will find that it is pointed out चतुर्विधा भजन्ते मां जनाः आर्तो विज्ञानी अर्थात ज्ञानी जो ज्ञानी what who knows perfectly is here taken as one of the bhaktas type of Chaturvidha Bhajante, four types of which Artha Bhakta, Jignati Bhakta, Artharthi Bhakta, and Jnana. Jnana is also taken as a Bhakta. This is something to be noted. This shows that in the Bhagavad Gita there is no such dichotomy between them. It's a very important point. If there were some dichotomy here, Jnani could not have been taken as a Bhakta. This is a very important point. And here again, I don't think they have taken any, made any degradation about this. One is a better Bhakta and the other is not. Bhakta like that.
ଏ ଟିକେ ଆଣିଲୁ। ହଁ ଟିକେ ଫୋନଟା ଆଣିଲୁ। ମୋର ଗୋଟେ କଟିଗଲାଣି।
Jnana comes to devotion, and one who is devoted becomes Jnani. So there is no such dichotomy, I think. It's a very important point. So later on, because of too much of emphasis on this is, I think, psychology. In psychology, we have different types of dichotomies. Some of them are some of the people are emotional, sentimental, some are intellectuals, some are more prone to action. So that's why we make such distinctions that some are bhaktas and some are jnana. Gita, I don't find that distinction. I find Tattva Tattva Jnana Vishate Tatra Chaturvida Padamte Mangadaki. Tattva Jnana is necessary for understanding the law, and once you understand the law, understand the reality, ultimately, then only you can be devoted. Then just run very fast. They run together. Now, I am going to refer to one of our great gurus, who is no more existent in his physical body, but whose ideas are reverberating in the earth through his famous Satyanusana, where he has pointed out that bhakti is so very important. Bhakti Vigna Sadhana is Bhakti is Siddhyani. If you want to get at the ultimate reality, it is not possible without bhakti. But he also is careful to point out that bhakti ne Kaushin Kare Kaushin Bhakti does not lead to some weakness. Why this question has been raised, you must be knowing. Sometimes we are so much lost in emotion that we lose our sense, and that is regarded as bhakti. And conclusion is against this type of bhakti. বিবর্ত দুর্বলতা অনেক সময় ভক্তির প্রভাবে ছেড়া তাছাড়া সাবধান বিবর্ত. What is this Klivattu? Klivattu one is that's not effeminate. It is also a type of personality, Klivattu, and durbalata, and weakness. It appears to be, but it is not. People think that the idea is people think that if one is bhakta, he must be happy, sort of dancing, singing. What do you think? Dancing, singing, and all these things are also a sign of effeminacy. You know, here also we need some talent. It's purely phenomenon of talent. Talented people. But people, that means people think one who is a man of action cannot be. But here, that is not the case. Our points are that now we look at the character. He should have ego, but he should think. विश्वास रचे सचिंता रचे सर्वव्यवहार रचे उचाईता इत्यादि रचे किसी न किसी लोग confused with sort of efficiency. विश्वास न आसने निष्ठा आसे और निष्ठा थोड़ा unless you have got firm belief in it, you cannot have bhakti. So belief and bhakti is important. Belief, then you strict conduct according to that, and then উপর ভাবন মন্ত্রটা অনেক সময় করে দেখা
బెల్లు
যায়
సింగరా
সেটাকে নিষ্ঠা নেয় যার উপরে পারে না উপর নিষ্ঠায় করতে পারে that she becomes engaged. Bhakti does not make Thakur here does not put stress on outward symptoms, dropping of tears, and all other types of symptoms of stroke or sweta or compound ইত্যাদি এনে ভক্তি ভক্তির চরিত্রগত লক্ষণ চরিত্র চরিত্র মানে কমপ্লিট পার্সন চরিত্রের সহিত যে লক্ষণ রইল তার Now he says, Jal Bhakti. Jal Bhakti. Mukta Onkar. Also, Onkar Mukta. That's good for Quran. Is hidden another. That which appears to be. If you go on testing the bhaktas in this way, you may find that those who appear to you are not. I will not go into details of this, because that will take long. You cannot test them, but in trying to test them, but there are some models like Hanuman, Dasyabhav, and so on. You can take them models, but in testing them, we always warn that you may be testing yourself. Testing everyone. My point is that I will not be discussed today. How can you test Indira? How can you test Hanuman? How can you test a Sita? Sita
ଟିକେ ଆଣେ ନାଇଁ ଆସିଲା ତ
but that's why Thakur Ankur Chandra points out that you should not go by mere outward symptoms. See the man himself completely. And then you come to the conclusion. And Jnana is Tattva. And there is nobody, if you have the Tattva, that is always combined. You cannot be a jnani if you have no bhakti. They go together. It's very natural. Now, let us take a sort of stock taking in case of the great bhaktas like Gopikas in Srimad Bhagavatam. In Gopika Gita, Bhakti has reached its highest point. That is possible because they Gopikas are themselves, as it is said, they are themselves the great hermits who had done great sadhanas in previous births and have been reborn as Gopikas. That's why the Gopika Gita, the Gopikas themselves point out that, they do not take Krishna to be just the son of Yashoda. So, জীবনের কথা প্রায় ব্যাপার একটু করে জন্ম মরণ তারপর জেনে যে ওই গুণমত্তা সে চৌবর্গ রাখে here Sri Krishna appears as the ultimate end of human life. Guru Gopikananda Bhagavan, Sarthito Vishnu that which appears to be just particular phenomena actually is an important achievement on the part of ordinary Gopikas that they have got the ultimate at their end through this. Gopikananda, very important point is pointed out that you are not to be confused as a mere son of Nandana. But all others have taken the Lord Krishna in that way. This means this distinction will always remain. One cannot know the ultimate unless he has got the proper training. That's why that is for ordinary people, Shravana, Manana and Nidhyas have been prescribed. They must quote particular books. And in these particular books, you have to Shrotabhyo Siddhivakya, Mantabhyo Prabhupadiri, Mantvada Siddhamatiya, Iti Darshana Hita. This is for our ordinary. It does not apply to the Gopikas because they are already sadhikas. They get it as if it's a sort of easily avoidable. But it is not so easily avoidable. It appears to be so because of their sadhana which they have done earlier. So here we also refer to births and rebirths. अनेक जन्म संसिद्ध It's through a long process. Sri Chaitanya there pointed out that one who is in love with Krishna is the most fortunate person because the, the word that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uses is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Tavakatamritam Tatta Jivanam Kabini Vinitam Parmasadi Shavaramandam Shiva Kavi Punamute one who talks about Krishna's life. Purita, that means he is the greatest. Being most kind-hearted, having the most kind-hearted love for humanity. He is not an ordinary person. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants out in this way. In this way. Now the question may arise, which god or goddess is the ultimate? Is it Krishna, Rama, or Shiva, or Durga, or whichever god goddess is being worshipped? There, our Sanatana Dharma does not make much distinction, because here we don't make actual differences between these gods and goddesses. They are worshipped different ways in worship. Now take the famous slogan, Tam Saiva Samupasate Siva Brahmeti Vedanti Kota Vitaiti Samana Vartiti Nayayika Arambita Taina Sasanata Varmeti Vimansaka Shuyam Mogira Vanchita Trilokanath. So if he has come in the form of Krishna or Gopikas, he has come in the form of Rama. Like that. And famous shloka, which is referred to Shivomayam Trai Sankham Yogam Pasupati Mata Vaishnava Ravinne Krishna Paramida Mata Jnana Vaititya Uttranana Unange Gouranga Jnana Vaititya Uttranana Unange Gouranga. This sloka, the famous sloka in Shivamaya. Here, Sankhya, Yoga, Pasupata, Vaishnava, and Shaiva, all sorts of views are taken as leading to one and without a second. Because this is so in our Sanatana. Sanatana means beginningless and endless. Devotion. Devotional knowledge of the Lord. This was very much appreciated in the world, Parliament World Religions, where our great Swami Vivekananda represented so-called Hindu. It's so-called because people take religions as sort of partial view of the ultimate reality. But Hindu religion basically is not a sort of partial view. It has everything in it. But its ultimate aim is to find out the ultimate truth, ultimate reality, and that ultimate reality cannot be measured in anything. And that was very much highly applauded in the Parliament of things. And your friend, our friend, Dr. Basandas, had recently done his doctorate on Swamiji contribution. It is the most important contribution. You must Sarvakatham Taptam Iritam Parusada Gouranga Jnana And Bhakti because of your mental tendency, you may take the one part, another man take the other part. But if then you take about Gita, last yoga parts are Sarvadharman Parityajya, Mamyakam Sharma, Pamprasarvadharma, Mukherjee. You don't make such distinctions. You just take Vishnu, Sarvadharman Parityajya, Mamyakam Sharma. But then for that you must have some preparation. Itam te na tapaskaya na bhaktaya pada. Matasu Sisvacha. You must not talk about this to everybody, any topic and any, because you cannot understand. Here again, as in every science, we, every science, every study, we make a choice of proper students who can be admitted. Here also, we do the same thing. Therefore, when we talk of different ways in which people have approached the ultimate reality and have been successful, we take some specific names in this connection. Who have been really successful and who have not. Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Swaranam Padam Sevanam and so on and so forth. Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam and all these things. And then we make a sort of classification, take their names, who have reached to the height in that sphere. Sri Vishnu Shravane Parikita. If you want to know who had achieved the highest or the maximum success in a Shravana, you take the case of Parikshit. If you want to know who had achieved the ultimate in case of Kirtan, we take the case of Mahamuni Shukra. Shravana Kirtan Shravana Padasi. We have to make it sort of bit of analysis again. That is necessary because otherwise you may mistake the apparent of the actual reality. Apparent cannot be distinguished from real one, but it appears in its form. And in Gopika Gita, Krishna had put Gopikas to test, very easy to test. And one of the Gopikas was thrown away simply because she was full of ego, egoistic. Effulgence, egoistic effulgence. And she came to sense what's going on. Now, my point is that since it is a question of knowing the ultimate reality and also knowing through love or devotion, you cannot at any stage be sure of having got once and for all. You become like that scientist who is always moving about from one to the other. Jari with, that's our knowledge is limited. Our devotion is always put to test. We do not know for sure that the devotion that you show is true or is just fake. So at no stage you can be sure of got the ultimate reality in your pocket hand. And therefore again, who becomes necessary? Guide. Kalviti Pranipati, Paripasminasi, Upadekantite, Jnana, Jnana. That is again, you will know this. Pranipata, or if not, he will again ask question after question. And again, service, these are all words, mere words, but they need to be exemplified through your practice, proper practice. Tadviti pranipatena pariprasana udekhanti jnana jnana. Why I said this? If they are all knowledge, all sorts of discussions that have been put forth in the Bhagavad Gita. Again, you come to the 11th chapter, 10, Ekadashi. What do you find? What you becomes stupefied to see that whatever knowledge he has got, but is not the Bible. It's because just as when we started this talk, we had exchanged our love, exchanged our good wishes to each other because we were supposed to start a discussion on this particular topic. A discussion between a speaker and some listeners. And then there will be a sort of, we started, then there will be an end. But as a matter of fact, if you take this question of search of the ultimate goal, there is no starting, no end. You do not know when it started. You do not know when it will end. We will always wait for new experiences, just as argument. The experiences which we didn't have earlier. Namo namaste sasa punastya search is beginningless and endless. We only take some examples. Arjuna is one example. Mirabai is another. Here in our locality, we take the example of Dasya of others. And at the same time, we take the case of those who are always heading towards the ultimate. But they do not seem to find it. They are also our fellow travelers. This happens in scientific research. This happens in philosophical research. Therefore, ঈশ্বর জীবনে পরিবর্তন any method is always falling short of the ultimate. Prima modernare vinayana Aragami Bhakti Kejapi Bodhino Satya. External symptoms are not very in this ultimate realization of the reality. And the reality, how, what form it will take, you cannot foresee it exactly. It may take any form. In case of Mirabai, in case of others, Dasyabauri, in case of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in case of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Because these forms are only appearances. The realization is entire. The whole being is to be involved, not only a partial, total. And how much total is total? You cannot say. Prefixes. This easily that no prefixes cannot make a standard. All standards false. As you always find this popular song. কেউ নাম ধরে ডাকি anything can be sufficient, but nothing can be sufficient. Between the reality and appearance, there is a great distance, and yet this other never is sure that he has got the reality. You can take this Gopika Gita. No Gopi ever understood or realized that he has got Krishna. Aradhaiti, we know them by their complete surrender. And yet surrender word itself is very much surrender word itself very much in question. Where you think that you are surrendered, may be only become egoist and inflating your own ego in this hide and seek. And that hide and seek we find philosophers like Wittgenstein also, the experience of Wittgenstein, and philosophers like Acharya Shankara, who says Satya Vibhedapagame Nath Tamaham no Mamakhinasti. True, there is no difference between me and you. The end and the inquiry. Vedapagam, there is absolute identity. Vedapagam, and yet he says, I am yogi. You are not mine. I find that I am the inquirer and you are the ultimate. Satyam Vedapagamenatha Ram Namam. Tarango Isha. Taranga, that is waves belong to the ocean. Ocean does not belong to waves. This is that what's rooted in final sort of prayer, which is to be found in Shankara's Vishnu Shakti. Satyam Vedapagamenatha Ram Namam. Tarango Isha. He therefore ultimately because of this identity, because of all Arjuna and all his close relations, never get hold of it, never be sure. Similar was the case with Gopikas. I think that you must be a constant inquiry, constant inquiry, and moving that final word of the Vedas, Jare. Thank you. Thank you for this. I cannot end this till we again discuss one of our greatest symbol of love, divine love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's contribution to this subject, which we may hope to discuss on the occasion of the birthday of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is it is coming near. That is 8th March is important point. Important point. Chaitanya's life is always with us, with us, because we have been so much involved in Chaitanya's life from our childhood days. You can understand on my own name, which is given by my grandmother. No more there, naturally, but got it from Chaitanya. Over. Because again, the same thing. See, why this is most important? Because it is something which is beginningless and endless. There is something which is beginningless and endlessness that we find in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So conspicuously, as if it is a Wittgensteinian or Einsteinian research. But so I do not find any distinction between devotion, research through devotion, and research through knowledge. The Jnana is a and it's a continuous process. You find it in case of Chaitanya, you find it in case of Shankaracharya, and so on. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to have some exchange of ideas. Thank you very much. Thanks, Professor Das. Thanks for inviting me.
Hello.
Want to say something now?
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Hello. 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 Pranam sir. Pranam sir.
Hello.
Okay, Pranam sir. Pranam sir. Thanks so much, sir, for the reflective talk on the theme synthesis of Jnana and Bhakti in Bhagavad Gita. Sir, your kind presence and presentation at this age has really inspired all of us. You have reflected upon the nature of Jnani and Bhakti as depicted in Gopika Gitam. Taking the example of bhaktas like Dasya Bauri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mirabai, Ram Krishna, Paramahansa, and many others, you have you have discussed the nature of true bhakta. You have also mentioned that a jnani is a bhakti. You have reflected upon the act of questioning, pariprasnena, for the search of reality in case of a bhakta and a jnani, in which jnana and bhakti have been synthesized. Sir, thanks so much. We are very much grateful to your presence and to your presentation. Now, may I request our friend, our convener, and today's host, Professor Pramod Kumar Das, to give, to present a brief synopsis on the talk of Professor Nayak. Over to Professor Pramod Kumar Das.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Actually, there was network problem, so I believe that many of us could not hear it properly. But it was a very wonderful talk, very thought-provoking talk. We are all grateful to our great teacher, Professor G.C. Nayak sir. Again, it was beautiful and wonderful. It is generally believed that Jnana and Bhakti are two different sadhana for attaining the truth. But in the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly said that Jnana, Karma, Bhakti, Samuchaya, these three disciplines go hand in hand. We cannot say that knowledge is first, then comes Bhakti, then comes Karma. We cannot say that Karma comes first, then Bhakti, and then Jnana. Jnana, Karma, and Bhakti, they determine each other. And that man becomes a complete man who is well groomed, who has disciplined these three faculties. And who is Lord? Lord is that personality who is the complete devotion, complete wisdom, and complete action. And who is a man? The finiteness of everything, finite knowledge, finite devotion, and ego sense in action, ahankara in karma. I am doing. Karta bhava. That is a human possibility. Finiteness is the human possibility. Infiniteness is the divine possibility. And the goal of a man is to transform himself to the state of infinite bliss, infinite existence, infinite wisdom. Sir said very beautifully that a Jnani is a Bhakta and a Bhakta is a Jnani. Now the question comes, was Sabari Jnani? Was she a professor of university? So how can we test the knowledge of a Bhakta? Dasya Bauri was an academic scholar. Was Ramakrishna himself was academic scholar? No. Education or Jnana does not mean that. What we say Jnana, what appears to be Jnana, is not the real Jnana. Jnana is inbuilt, out of which Bhakti emerges. It appears that Sabari is not Jnani. It appears that Ramakrishna was not Jnani. Jnani not in the academic sense. But their sanskara, they had sanskara of Jnana. They were constituted of their wisdom. They were established with their wisdom. And that man can express true love. Sir said that knowledge claim is not truth claim. Similarly, love claim is not truth claim. When we claim something to be our knowledge, we fail to know the truth. Or we are always put into the tests when we claim our knowledge or our love, that I am a bhakta or I am a man of wisdom. I came to know this. When I claim to know the truth, there I discover myself as failure, that I really do not know and I cannot know. By the instrument of knowledge that a man possesses, I cannot know the infinite. So this is the position. Man, there is an urge for the pursuit of truth, pursuit of love in man. Man tries to know the truth. Man tries to love the truth. Man tries to do niskama karma, but he fails because of his own limitations. His knowledge is conditioned by ignorance. His love is conditioned by his ahankara, and his karma is conditioned by his selfishness. So knowledge claim is not the truth claim, love claim is not the truth claim. Sir said another two beautiful things, that the appearance of truth and a truth that appears. What we say, when we think of the Jagat, this apparent world, and we take the apparent Jagat as real, we always discover ourselves, we always find ourselves in appearance. That is only the appearance of truth. So what is the end of our knowledge? Our knowledge ends in appearance. So we cannot reach the ultimate truth. We cannot attain the ultimate truth. But truth appears to a devotee by bhakti. What knowledge can't do, bhakti can. By all possible knowing instruments, as Kant says, by the best use of our sense experience, rationalism, rational faculties, we can know only the phenomena. We cannot know the noumena. Noumena remains unknown and unable. Similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita, and that is the real position of a man, that with our instruments, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, we cannot access that truth. And truth itself reveals to us when we surrender. Sarva dharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. Sarva dharman, whatever you know to be true or to be false, you surrender yourself with your full knowledge, full action, whatever you have known till date, with all your assets, you just surrender before me. By your, so far as you are convinced of your self-effort, as Draupadi was convinced of her self-effort, Lord Krishna did not help her. When Draupadi raised her hand and remembered the name of Lord Krishna revealed with her, and truth reveals itself before the bhakta. What a jnani cannot know the truth. So what is knowledge? Knowledge is an ability to know the truth. That I know the truth, but I cannot become the truth. Knowledge cannot let me become the truth. Knowledge can let me know the truth. Bhakti can let me become the truth. Brahmabhid brahmeva bhavati. Only the knowledge of only by knowing the Brahma, I cannot become Brahma. If I have a Brahma bhava, if I have that sense of identification, bhakti means complete identification. Bhakti means there is no other. Myself and the other, there is no dichotomy, there is no duality. That can be experienced in case of a mother and a child. A mother is completely identified with the child. There is no condition, unconditional identification. Mother and child. Similarly, true teacher and true student. Similarly, Bhakta and Bhagavan. So that truth, that imperishable truth, can be attained not only by knowledge, but also when our knowledge is backed by, groomed by, established with our sense of devotion, of pure love, divine love. Divine love means there is no sense of ego, there is no sense of vanity, there is no karta bhava. I and you are not different. Your suffering is my suffering. You and I are same. I and this Jagat is same. I and that wounded dog are same. I and this beautiful flower are same. I am identified with this beautiful flower in the garden, and at the same time I am identified with the wounded dog on the street. So Sabari was Jnani because Sabari was Jnani by his in her past life. Sabari was Jnani in her sanskara. Dasya Gauri was Jnani in her sanskara. Jnani means who knows the art of surrender, the art of surrendering. The one who knows how to surrender before, even in Guru Parampara. Whatever a teacher teaches, student cannot learn unless and until student wholeheartedly surrender before teacher. Even in our present day, in our classroom, we see. When a student completely surrenders before the teacher, and a student has faith in his teacher, when a student has faith in scriptures, there is a belief, there is a distinction between belief and faith. Belief may cheat us. Belief may be contradictory, but faith is a strong conviction that whatever my teacher is teaching me, that is the scriptures. Whatever is written there in the scriptures, that is the eternal truth. That is called faith. So faith is imperishable. Faith never perishes. So when a bhakta has that faith, that I love you means you and I are same. There is complete identification. So an illiterate bhakta like Dasya Gauri and Sabari, even Ramakrishna Paramahansa, they appear to be illiterate, but they are jnani by their sanskara of so many lives. So many lives have been invested to create a Sabari, to create a Dasya Gauri, for whom truth will be revealed. Swayam Jagannath will reveal before Dasya Gauri. Truth will come to me. I can never attain the truth, but truth will come to me when I surrender before the truth. So, therefore we say Sadhavan Labdhyate Jnana. Sadhavan Labdhyate Jnana. Those who have Sadha, those who have love for the scripture, love for the truth, love for the teachers, love to know, love to become. What I know, I love to become. That is Sadha, and that Sadha leads to Siddhi. That Sadha leads to Nishtha, commitment. That Sadha leads to Dhyana. That Sadha leads to Jnana. That Sadha leads to Vijnana. And that Sadha leads to the complete identification. And when Jnana and Bhakti are understood in this sense, automatically the nature of a karma is determined. The person who is established with the knowledge of identity and the feelings of identity, he will do only the niskama karma, only the karma for lokasangraha. His every action will become jagya. His every action he will become a yogi. Yogi means who is completely identified with the truth. There is no dichotomy between the knower and the known. Knower will become the known, and becoming is not knowledge. Becoming is love. I know the truth, that is knowledge. I become the truth, that is love. Mere knowing is not enough. I have to become. So a mother does not know the need of the child. The mother becomes the child. Therefore she is the mother. What a father can't do, may not do. A teacher becomes the student, otherwise he can't teach students. That is active self-teaching. Similarly, Lord Krishna becomes Arjuna. Therefore, he gave Divya Chakku to see Vishwarupa. That I love you, Arjuna, and I am giving you that eternal sight, powerful sight, miracle sight, so that you can see my universal form. For few minutes only, you cannot digest it if I shall open it for granted. You can digest the whole truth if you are given this facility of a powerful sight, and if it is sanctioned to you only for few minutes. I shall give you because I am a true teacher. So the teacher becomes his student, mother becomes the child. It is possible when child innocently surrenders before mother's love, when a student innocently surrenders before the teacher. Similarly, when a bhakta innocently surrenders before Lord Krishna, before the Lord Ishwar, we may call it Rama or Lord Krishna or Vishnu or Jagannath or Allah or Salagram or any name or Brahman, any name we can take because he is formless, nameless, Nirakar, Abhyakta, Nirguna. When we fail to know, but we have a very big asset that we can surrender. We can surrender without any condition. And when Bhakta surrenders, Lord reveals himself to the Bhakta. And at that time, the Bhakta and the Bhagavan become identified. At that time, mother and child become identified. At that time, a teacher and a student become identified. At that time, teachers and the learners become identified. So, Jnani is he who knows the art of loving. And a true lover is he who has the wisdom of the oneness, that unity, that's beyond the appearances, beyond this changing phenomena. There is something at the source of this changing phenomenal world. If the phenomenal world is there must be a source for which we see the phenomenal world. This is wisdom. But mere knowing is not enough. We have to love that truth. We should have that commitment to attain that truth. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Marga comes later after Jnana. So Jnana facilitates Bhakti, and Bhakti facilitates Jnana, and they go hand in hand. And when they go hand in hand, a man becomes a complete personality, Bhaktitva. That man becomes divine. I could not hear. I missed many portions of his talk, but I understood this. And he took many examples of Gopikas. They all appear to be illiterate. And a bhakta never tries to know how far and how far he has become a bhakta. Because he knows only the art of surrender. A mother never seeks a certificate from the child to be a good mother. Only intention of the mother that I shall feed my child. My heart is open for my child without any condition. That should be a teacher. That should be a father. That should be a bhakta. No question, no doubt, no sansaya, no dvandva. Only dhyana. Mere sabana is not enough. After Sravana, we should have a Manana. We should think because God has given us a beautiful mind. And Sir said, Sravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, these three are sadhana, are called sadhana for attaining that truth, for feeling that truth, for becoming that truth, for being identified with that truth. And that is the goal of life. Thank you. I understood this much.
Hello. Thanks so much. Hello.
Sir, go sir.
Hello. Thanks so much, Pramod.
I find it very interesting. I have learned also from you by this talk of yours. It has been very enlightening, and I hope I will be benefited by this. Thank you very much, sir, for giving a very sort of synopsis and a sort of the entire talk has been summarized by you in a very nice way. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pramod. Thanks, Pramod, for your own views and understanding on the topic. After the talk of our teacher, Professor J.C. Nayak, now it's time to call upon Professor Dr. Om Naran Rao to carry on the interactive session. Hello. Hello, Dr. Om Naran Rao. Requested to carry on the interactive session.
Okay, sir. Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, everybody. Actually, there was a network issue and listen to the talk properly, though it was a very good lecture because the voice was not clear, some network issue. But anyway, thanks to you, the host and the coordinator, Pramod sir, for giving a
Sir, you are not audible. Dr. Rao, you are not audible. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Yes, I have put on. Okay, now audible. Now audible. Am I now audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Actually, my mic was muted. That's why I was not heard by anybody. So actually, there is a network issue. Many of the participants did not listen to what Professor Nayak has said. But anyway, I should thank Professor Pramod Das for giving a hearing to what Professor Nayak has said, and many thanks to him for summarizing what Professor Nayak has said, because there was a network issue and many of the participants could not listen to him. But the summarized account that Professor Das has provided, even Professor Nayak was thankful to Professor Das for giving such a summary in a very nice manner. Actually, there was a query from Professor Ganesh Das sir, who is not now in the list, as to whether whatever Pramod Das sir is saying, is it original to Professor Nayak or not? Whether Professor Nayak has said this or not, or whether Pramod Das is saying his own account. So when Professor Nayak sir also has said that that what Pramod sir has said is a nice summary of his whatever he has spoken. So this says that Professor Nayak also attests to what Professor Pramod Das sir has said. So thank you, Pramod Das sir, and also Professor Nayak for your very nice lecture. I don't see any questions in the chat box, but still, if somebody wants to raise any question, they can unmute themselves and give suggestions or make observations or post questions. Anybody who wants to put any question or make a suggestion or put forth their observation for the entire discussion, they are free to unmute themselves and ask. Let us wait for a while and see anybody uh, having any query. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. But I request again, Professor Nayak, if for his final comment in 1 or 2 lines. Over to Professor Nayak for a last comment in 1 or 2 lines. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I will tell you.
One or two sentences है कौन दूसरा?
Oh. So thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you, for giving me this opportunity to talk to you, to discuss about this very important topic. This topic itself has no beginning and no end because it goes on as much as you go on discussing, just as our Professor Pramod Das started discussing, it will go on. New forms. So we'll look forward to some other occasion of discussing about this question of devotion and knowledge in another form, maybe in a new form of divine love which has been put before us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about whom we can talk during his birthday, which is coming very soon. On March 28th, Dola Purnima Day. Let us hope to, because whether love itself can be taken as devotion or not, and love itself can be taken as knowledge or not. We talk of devotion and knowledge. We talk of truth, but can love itself be a form of knowledge? This is a question which can be thrashed out. Within love, you lose yourself in your love, Lord. When you lose yourself, it is a form of knowledge. This question can be raised and discussed on that occasion. Actually, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lost himself in Sri Krishna. See, the entire experience of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a sort of giving himself away to Lord Krishna. Can it be taken as a form of knowledge? In Gita, there is a sort of intellectual discussion possible. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekhyantite jnanam jnanina statudarshina. But in case of Chaitanya's love, there is some sort of difference which can be taken into account. Let us hope for that occasion when we can discuss about it. Let us leave it to that occasion. Thank you. Thank you very much for all that you have done and all that we have done for discussion. Thank you very much. So that now for winding, click on you.
Hello, hello, Dr. Rao, Dr. Rao.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please propose a vote of thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Wallace, sir. At first, I would like to thank the speaker for his valuable time for this webinar. At this age, sir is working for the sake of philosophy. So this shows his commitment to philosophy. We are young scholars. We had no occasion for being taught by him. But anyhow, this virtual platform has really helped many of us, I mean the young scholars, to learn from him, to get the words of wisdom from him. Over the past 2 3 months, the lectures that he has delivered has really provided food for thought. He has tried to serve new dimensions in which we can carry on research. Even today, at the end, towards the end, Sir has tried to point out whether love can be taken as a form of knowledge. So this is how the professors like Nayak can give directions to young scholars like us and help in the development of philosophy at this age. Working for philosophy, devoting himself to the cause of philosophy is not a matter of joke. So consistently he is able to speak, and also he is able to gather new ideas, shows the genuineness of Professor Nayak. Thank you very much, sir, for your very nice lecture, and also thank you for all the lectures that you have delivered in philosophy family. We also look forward for new thoughts, new ideas from you. Thank you very much, sir. I also thank Professor Dr. Vasant Kumar Das, who is actually instrumental in bringing Professor J.C. Nayak sir to the platform of philosophy family. It is Professor Vasant Das sir who has really helped us, who has really who has taken all the pain to talk to Professor Nayak to deliver in this platform. Thank you very much, sir, for your effort. I also thank the admin and host of Philosophy Family for making all sincere efforts for carrying on the weekly webinars and also the webinars on Bhagavad Gita. So thank you very much, sir. Also thank and I should also thank Professor Das for the summary that he has provided, taking into fact the network issue that all of us suffered today. Still then, he has concentrated himself to the talk of Professor Nayak, and very beautifully he has tried to summarize what Professor Nayak has said. So thank you very much, sir. I also thank Dr. Kailash Mahana sir for coordinating this webinar. So, and also thank all the participants for being connected with us. So I thank one and all for being connected with Philosophy Family. So thanks everybody, and I wish to meet all of you in the coming webinar on Sunday. Thank you everybody.
Okay, thanks so much, Dr. Rao, for your for sharing your gratitude in humble words. And over to Professor Pramod Kumar Das for closure of the meeting. Hello, Professor Pramod Kumar Das. Please close the meeting.
Meeting is closed here. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.